Welcome back to season 2 of Hanging with the Herd, a new and improved Hanging with the Herd, I must say. Today, drop my pen, hold on. Today we got on the whole gang, the whole herd. We're all here today. We got Adam, we got Vondo, we got JD, and we got Coach Ruff. And if you don't know, we are on YouTube. So if you just want to come see our pretty faces with our cool RPPM hats, go switch to the YouTube. I'll insert the name right here. Okay, cool. But yeah, find us on YouTube. Boom, go check out our faces. Okay, now we have a little bit of like news kind of stuff we got to catch you up on. So yes, we're on YouTube. Okay, a lot of people would rather watch it on YouTube. Great, go check it out there. We're just a bunch of pretty dudes talking about sports and strength and conditioning. Now that kind of leads into my second thing. Okay, we're kind of changing up what the podcast is. For us, strength and conditioning is our lives, and for a lot of people that listen to this, strength and conditioning is your life too. And a lot of times you don't want to just go listen to more strength and conditioning. Not every time you want to listen to strength and conditioning. We understand that. We live that. Sometimes you get burnt out on that stuff. There's so many strength and conditioning podcasts that talk about the same stuff over and over and over again. And yeah, like strength and conditioning is a part of our lives, and we're going to make it, a part of this podcast, but we're not going to make it the whole podcast. When we think of hanging with the herd, we think of just hanging with the boys. It's your herd, it's your group, it's the people that you went through the grind with when it comes to internships, coaching, things like that. And the people you're going through the grind with now. Seasons are long, off seasons are long, but it's like what's your the group of people you want to be around and just shoot the shit with, sit in a garage, drink a few beers, watch some sports, talk about the good times. That's what hanging with the herd represents, or that's what we want hanging with the herd, the podcast, to represent, and like what RPPM represents. It's raw power, pure mass. Yeah, it's about getting big and getting huge and strong, but it's also about it's more than that. It's a culture. It's a culture of just getting shit done, having fun, with your boys, having fun talking, having fun shooting the shit, drinking a few brews. It's like a tongue twister there. But just so you have an idea of like where this podcast is going, we're gonna have a little bit more segmented, so it's a little more what's the word I'm looking for?
Organized.
Structured. What'd you say, Adam?
Organized.
Yeah. So you're not just coming in and be like, what the hell are these guys gonna talk about today? So how it's gonna work is we'll always have a little bit of strength and conditioning in there to start off. That way, if that's all you're here for, you can listen to that at the beginning and then dip off. It's cool with us. Like we don't think that negatively of you, just a little bit. Then we'll do our thoughts of the day. We love doing thoughts of the day. I mean, that was one of my favorite parts. And then we'll go into a little bit of sports. We live sports. We watch sports. We love sports. Like, why not make that a part of our podcast? We give our takes on sports. Are they right? Probably not, but who cares? That's the best part about giving it, is like we can talk about what the hell we want, and then we'll go into like our main event, whatever it is, whatever our main theme of the pod, whatever that may be, we'll go into that. If it's a guest, it's a guest. We might cut down on a few of the other segments or we'll add them in there, but that'll be right after that. And then we'll finish with a monthly challenge. Every month we're going to have a challenge that we're going to do where it's an everyday challenge for something in the weight room. At the end of the day, we're in the weight rooms every day. So it's something that we'll do. It's something that we'll challenge everybody else to do. And then we'll, see who's doing it with us. So we'll do our first one starting today, which is this Monday of whatever the day is of the week that falls on this next Monday, which is the 16th. So it'll be a shortened monthly challenge, but it'll be a good one. Nothing too hard, nothing too crazy, but just a nice little burner. So without further ado, actually, we got to check up on a few things. Shout out to our boy Adam. He pulled the trigger. My boy is engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Coach Adam. Can't wait to go to that wedding.
Oh yeah, all the boys will be there.
Oh yeah.
Can we get a cheers for Coach Adam? Cheers for Coach Adam. Yep.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep.
My dog.
Anybody else have any big news like that?
Not that big.
Not that big? No. Coach Ruff, you don't?
No, I don't think moving an apartment is better than an engagement.
Oh, you don't have a ring? You don't got a ring?
Nah,
No.
not yet.
Okay. I see her in the
you see a little hand pop up.
Yeah, Hank's here.
Perked up a little bit.
Hank, what's up?
Hello, how are you guys?
Great. How
Our
are
first
you?
Doing
guest
well.
of the night.
Our first guest is
First
Hank.
guest.
All right, let's go into some strength and conditioning talk. What we're gonna talk about today is just what programs we're doing right now, or what lifts we're interested in, or what we're really diving into. I think we all live in different areas, so we don't all live together, so it's kind of interesting to see what everybody's kind of into. I'll go first. I've been so bad about lifting. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, my motivation has been like -6. I don't know if it's the season or what, but burnout is a real thing. Like, being in the weight room all day, like I've despised lifting. I've tried maybe 6 different programs in the last 2 weeks of just like, all right, I'm gonna start this one. I do like the first 2 lifts. I'm like, oh, fuck this. I don't want to do it. All right, do the next program, do 2 lifts. I don't want to do it. So I've decided I'm going to go back to like what I really, really loved when I started lifting, and that was Olympic lifting. So I'm going to do a very, very basic, like I'm talking like overhead squats, front squats, back squats, very, very basic first week. And then it kind of goes into a whole beginner program. I think it's gonna be interesting to kind of see from a beginner standpoint, and getting back into my range of motions, getting back into my mobility. I think it's going to force me to do that, and really try to hold myself accountable. I've been so bad. People are like, dude, how is it hard to lift? You're in the weight room all the time. It's like, yeah, I'm in the weight room all the time. Last place I want to be sometimes is the weight room. So it's like, and like for me, I have to lift in the morning, or like I'll find every reason not to do it in the afternoon. So that's another challenge for me too. So definitely going to be working on that. And I'm not afraid to say it. Like I've been sucking on my weight room times for real, and definitely want to get back into a little more like cardio also. Try to get rid of my dad bod before I become a dad. So yeah. Adam, what about, or anybody have any comments on that?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Did we talk about you having a kid?
Yeah, we said that in the season 1.
Okay, that was in there.
Yeah. That
I
was
couldn't
season
remember
1.
if we finished with that or not.
Yeah.
All
3 months, boys. We're in third trimester.
Nice.
Third
Third
trimester.
trimester.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I'm about to be a dad. Oh, dude. So baby's due April 7th. We have a game April 8th. I asked Katie, I was like, hey, the baby's born April 7th. Can I go to the game April 8th? And she looked at, I thought she was gonna kill me, dude.
Oh,
Yeah. So don't
Good luck.
do that.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even ask that.
I was gonna piggyback off of what Hayden was saying. I hated, like I kind of still do, hate working out in the afternoon/evenings. Like, despise it.
Or alone.
Yeah. And I'm the only guy in the weight room. I'm the only
Mhm.
coach in the weight room, so I'm always alone. But before 12, before noon, like that's my prime workout time. Now moving into this new high school position, where I'm at right now, I have a 0-hour period, and then I have pretty much 4 periods throughout the day during the school hours. And then I get a prep period, which I use for programming and data stuff and things like that. So I have to work out after school. So like summertime, going into the first trimester, it was so hard to get used to it, like so hard. And now I'm getting there. Like I'm getting used to it. Like I know my workout time is literally 4:30 p.m. But like today, even today, like after a long day, had groups a little bit after school, and I'm just sitting in my office. I'm like, all right, we're gonna work out at 4:30 today. I'm getting my stuff ready to go. I'm sitting at my desk, and then I sit down, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, nah, I need 25 extra minutes. So like I
Yeah,
bumped it
bro.
up because like I just needed to sit, decompress, and just like recollect myself from the day. So
What time's your
That's-
first group?
my first group's at 6:30 a.m.
Dude, what I did.
But I
so when
also live 30 minutes away, so I have to drive. I have to commute a
Yeah.
little bit.
So what I had cheer at 6 a.m, what I would force myself to do is get there to work out at 5. Cause like I knew I'd get it done, and I had a time limit, which helped me a ton because it forced me to get stuff done. So like I'm gonna try and keep working out in the morning like that. Even if I'd rather lift at 5 than 4 p.m. At 5 a.m. over 4 p.m. any day. I get to 4 p.m. I'm like, damn, dude, I could be home eating a burger or something right now. Like, I don't know if I want to go just deadlift 300 pounds or squat 300 pounds. Like, I don't know if I want to do that right
Yeah.
now.
I probably
So-
have the easiest schedule when it comes to that. right now because I usually have to be in the school by noon. So I have all morning to lift and then
PM?
I'm
Must be
noon to 8.
nice.
So I'm usually working till about 8, 9, sometimes 10 PM, depending if we have games.
Then I bet some nights it's kind of hard when you want to be home for dinner and or go
Yeah.
out with,
Yeah, it
whoever
does
you
make it
want,
tough,
and
but
it's just you're working.
should I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
Program.
Yeah. we're-
So right now I'm just kind of on a rehab program. Back in October, I think I messed up my knee pretty bad again. The same knee that I've always had issues with. I got some cartilage damage, some osteoarthritis already, and then a small meniscus tear. And so from October till about December, I didn't squat, didn't deadlift, just because everything hurt too much. And I finally got some MRIs and figured out what's going on in December. And so last couple weeks, I've just been rehabbing it on my own. I went to the PT. They gave me some stuff, but they gave me like hamstring stretching and riding the bike, which obviously for me is not enough. So I called up Corey, called him up, talked to him, got a lot better ideas. And I do 2 days lower body rehab and then 3 days upper body. I usually do a back and by either 1 or 2 times in a week and then chest and try the opposite 1 or 2 times.
Time to build the bench,
Keep it
baby.
simple.
Build the bench.
I wish it worked that easy. I thought I've been building the bench the last 3 months, but it hasn't gone anywhere.
Dude, bench is tough. I hate that lift.
The worst.
It is.
I finally started deadlifting again though, so I've been in better moods. So off the
That-
ground last week. First time.
Deadlifting's like your identity, bro. Like
I know. It was
that's
weird.
you.
Wait, so
Yeah,
what are you doing any like interesting rehab things right now?
So I would say the most unique one would be the Compex. I'm using the muscle stem. On Tuesdays, I will do it on a bike. And then on Thursdays, I will just do a body weight squat with it. And the program, it's pre-programmed resistance program on Tuesdays. It's usually takes about 27 to 30 minutes. And then same thing on Thursday, the strength pre-program on the device. Ruff also gave me a couple things. Lymph bouncing is what I believe you
think
called
that's
it.
what Nate called it. That's what
Yeah.
Nate told me when I found out that I had arthritis in my knee.
Yeah.
And just doing some of that stuff along with some
Those
other
knee
SRC
cars.
movements. Yeah.
I've been doing those every Tuesday, Thursday too,
Yeah.
along with like some, I think it's Peterson step downs and stuff like that. Just trying to build my quad strength because my legs are probably twice cut in half as they used to be. My legs are tiny now.
You should send a picture to us so we can actually see, because the last time we saw your thighs, they were ham hocks.
Yeah, they ain't that anymore.
What about you, Ruff? What are you doing right now?
Right now, I mean, I have like a different perspective. I'm all for like the early morning. So like when we in the fall semester, I was in there, yeah, like 4:45, just making sure I'm ready for that 6 a.m. lift, which definitely, like you said, pressures you. I mean, we did Squattober, did December for the most, well, half of December before break. So that was kind of fun to just actually put myself through that. Other than that, I just kind of keep it simple. I try and just have like a lower upper split every single day. One day is kind of a high intensity, low volume. I try and do one athletic thing a week. And then towards the end of the week, I just beat myself up with volume. But I haven't actually done like program for myself really in a while.
Would you like better, December or Squatober?
Squattober. I did enjoy December, but my hands got ripped up. My hands were raw. Like my calluses were breaking open twice a week, and it was just like, damn, like this is just not even enjoyable. Like you can't grip.
Did you just go strapless the whole?
Oh yeah,
way
I'm
through?
strapless, overhand, and just conventional. Like I
You
don't-
hook grip it?
Nope.
Just got
Yeah.
some meaty forearms.
Just,
See, I cannot hook grip it. I got big hands,
I
and
was gonna say you got big hands, Bondo. How
I
do you
have
not?
huge hands, and I've tried, and I just don't like it. It's just
It is painful to start.
I did tear
Not easy to
UCL
start.
First,
in this
yeah.
thumb, so it is kind of uncomfortable to grab.
Yeah.
So
I feel like if the volume is a little high, then yeah, I would just like tuck it in and shut my mind off and just go. And then you just like, wow, your hands are ringing afterwards. But yeah,
I could hook grip on like Olympic lifts, but when it came to deadlift, dude, like I just couldn't hook. Like I don't know, like when it got heavier, but like I don't know, I don't definitely aren't not cleaning as much as I'm deadlifting. So yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. But what about you, Adam? What are you doing right now?
Yeah, so I'm kind of in a fun place with my lifting right now. I think I'm on a path of self-discovery. I did a little bit of Squattober till my body forced me to quit. I listened to my body this time, so thankfully, nothing too serious. And then I went into December a little bit to do a little more structure, and I had a lot of fun with that lift. Again, a little bit of like when I was doing the squatting part of December, my body still wasn't, responding very well to that, but the deadlifts were great. Like I was having a lot of fun. I don't think I've really done a lot of deadlifting in a while where like I was really focused on the Olympic lifts and the squatting. But ever since the new year started, I've really gotten back into the Olympic lifts as well. I noticed my body responding really well to having to force myself to work on my mobility. And I think Olympic lifting really does put you in those positions that can help your movement. I mean, when you're catching cleans and you're doing full cleans and overhead squats, like that's literally weighted mobility in my opinion. So I really enjoy that work. And then I was talking to my fiance's boss and talking about why squats haven't been very good for me and why even though it doesn't matter if I feel like I'm doing it as best I can, I still end up with some type of hip or low back pain. We're looking at it, he's like, you got such long legs. He's like, why don't you try low bar squatting? And I was like, yeah. Like I've heard it before, never actually tried it. But one day in the gym, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try low bar squatting. And yeah, it was a little uncomfortable at first, especially after a big bench day with the shoulders. But I was surprised at how great my body felt and how I was actually able to like achieve a full range of motion on the squat and not leave with my back or my hips feeling sore. So when I say I'm on a path of self-discovery, I've been doing more Olympic lifting. I've been low bar squatting and I've been benching a ton and my bench is going up. Buy stock and bench press because that shit's booming
For you.
for me.
Yeah, just for you.
Boys, I cracked it though. I built up a big bench when I was in college football and I've always like maintained at least a 315 bench press. And I'm like, why can I never break beyond that barrier? And, honestly, it's because like I've only been benching once, maybe twice a week, but I think you need to consistently be hitting like heavy bench weights at least once a week. And then you need to be benching at least twice a week if you want to have a good bench. That's my advice.
That requires a lot of benching.
Correct.
yeah, I can't do that.
It's
Almost
crazy.
makes too much
I cracked
sense.
it. I cracked the code, but you just need to bench more.
So you're saying being consistent
Right.
You realize every
Buzzword.
athlete that
and
we
using
train,
progressive
do that.
overload.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So try that out once.
So like if it was
That's
specific adaptations to impose demands.
I'm imposing the demand of my pectoralis to explode, and yeah,
What if you already exploded your pectoralis?
which you did?
Yeah.
I'm aware of that. It's a tough one.
Zone 2. Hey, zone 2.
Zone 2. Yeah, I'm going
Zone
zone 2.
Zone 2.
Yeah, you might be a close grip kind of guy. I don't know.
I'm a board guy. Board.
Yeah,
board
that's great. There you go.
Only. Vaughn, did you talk about what you're doing or just what time?
Nope. No,
What are you
doing? So like rough, I did, and I guess Adam too, did the Squattober program. Went pretty well. Did my December program. I love deadlifts. I have such long arms, and I don't deadlift the heaviest out of most people. Like JD has me by quite a bit.
And not anymore.
In your prime
Anymore.
had me quite a bit, but I mean, I love December. It was just super awesome. To just yank on weight every single day. Now I've never done like a true 1x20 program. And one thing I'm lacking is just movement capacity, like cardio, just like getting volume in. Like it's been a while since I've gotten some decent volume in consistently. So I'm going to do a like 3 to 4 week, probably 4 week 1x20 program and just progress the weights I use. And then one big thing that, Jay Ruff touched on is just trying to get more athletic. Like we're getting closer to 30. Yeah. I'm 26, so I still got a couple years left, but just when it comes to like demoing for my athletes, I still demo different jump sprints, setup, whatever it is. But like, I've noticed that I haven't been as consistent with the athletic movements and, that fast twitch type deal. And I think I've drastically fallen over the slow twitch spectrum. So pretty much my goal this year is to start getting into more plyometrics, explosive movements, Olympic lifts, all those kind of things. So after I'm done with the 1x20, get my heart nice and pumped up. Then
Have you started your 1x20 yet?
yeah, 2 days in it.
2 days in.
So I'm gonna do 3 days a week.
I was gonna say, dude, let me just send you the one I did with soccer.
Sure.
And
I'll
just
take
do
some
that.
more ideas.
You try it out.
I've done like the last 2 days, or I guess this Monday and then today, I've hit 10 to 12 movements and just gassed. After
It's
every single one,
different.
I'm like heaving, like
It's a different program, dude. It goes 1x20 to 1x50.
yeah. I think I've seen you.
Yeah, dude.
I
It's
think I
awesome.
remember you.
I thought
telling us
you did it 1x30.
No,
Is
it goes to 1x50.
Does it?
It's awesome. It's so sick. Right. So right now I have them doing 10x3 on Tuesdays or Monday and Wednesday. And then Friday it's a 1x20, but it's different. It's go up by weight, not reps. And then they finish with ISOs and then they finish with kettlebell swings.
Gotcha.
Unbroken 50.
Unbroken.
Yeah.
Shit. I was trying to go for unbroken 20.
I
Struggled a
don't
little
think I could
bit.
do anything
Yeah,
body
dude.
weight for 50.
But
yeah.
Try that.
So
Mondo, you
it's
should send your 1x20. I'll send you the 1x20 I did with football last year. It worked really well. I mean, it's kind of funny how like simple that is, like the most caveman type thing,
so simple.
but it
That was
worked.
my program as a college athlete.
especially for GPP, so easy. But yeah, I'll send it over to you guys. I really liked it.
Oh yeah.
The girls hated it, but they really liked it at the end.
Yep.
It was tough. It was 1x50 and 5-minute ISOs. And then it was a grind, dude. But they
Some resilient
crushed it.
athletes.
Absolutely crushed it. But all right. Thoughts of the day. Coach Ruff, you want to go first? You want first thought of the day of 2023?
All right. Yeah, I'm actually feeling good about this one. A little helping hand. We were watching this parent show on Hulu last night. It's like a brand new show called The Parent Test. It's pretty entertaining. For if you have Hulu, definitely check it out. Basically, it's like all these different styles of parenting, right? And so I have kind of like a two-parter thought of the day, because we were sitting there thinking about it. We stayed up till like 1 a.m. just having conversations about like our childhood, how we were parented, or how we thought we were. And so for you guys, what kind of parenting style do you think you had growing up? And what are some things that you notice have like faded away now that we work with, young people and we have now become adults? And what are some things that need to come back from our parenting style?
So I saw this video the other day, and I don't think this could have put it into any better perspective than this. It was this guy was talking, and he was talking about his daughter, and he was talking about how when he would go to her games and practices, he said, if you don't run hard, I'm going to make you run after practice. And if she didn't run hard, he'd make her run after practice. And parents would come up and be like, why are you making her run? Like, this is so mean. Like, you shouldn't be making, and he'd be like, hey, I'll parent my kid how I want to parent my kid. You parent yours how you want to parent yours. And he said, like, he kept doing it. And like, she started to get, like, if she goes hard, like, he wasn't going to make it. He's like, I'm paying all this money for you to do club and all this and that. Like, you're going to, like, I'm not going to waste your time. Don't waste my time. And it got to the point where she's asking him to do extra. She's asking him to, like, she gets to practice and she tells other girls, like, hey, if we don't go hard, my dad's going to make me run after practice. Like, she's telling her team that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, my dad was the same way. Like, I didn't play well. We're doing something after practice. We're doing something after the game, like when I was a catcher, it'd be like, hey, grab your gear. You don't need your glove. You're just going to go kneel in front of the plate and block all these balls. You're not getting a glove. You know what I'm saying? And like, at the time, I'm like, this is fucking insane. Like, this sucks. I don't want to do this. I wish I could go back and tell myself, like, dude, enjoy these moments. Like, enjoy this. Like, this is going to make you so much better in life. Because like, I look at all around at athletes all the time now, and it's just like, everything is so much. Why can't I have this? And you know who said it great? Kirby Smart said it great. Is he said, our culture is we're a team who it's something like we tell ourselves that we eat off the ground, like we're not entitled. We don't hold ourselves to the standard of like, oh, we need this, we need that, we need this, we need that. He's like, we're just a bunch of dogs. We eat off the ground. And I think there needs to be more of that mindset. There needs to be more of like, oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, why can't this team gets this? Why can't we have that? Or this team gets this? Why? I tell my girls all the time, it's like, you go win a national championship, it makes it hard to say no. Like, you go win games, it makes it hard to say no. So I think there needs to be more of the mindset of like, quit talking about what you need and go show what you need. Go show that you deserve what you need. And I think there's not enough of that. And my dad always showed me, it was like, nobody cares what you have to say. Go fucking do it. Like, go show how good you are. Go put the work in. If you're going to do it, might as well do it. Don't be a half-ass. And that's something I'll always take. And like, that was a discussion me and Katie had right away, is she's like, what if our kids aren't athletic? She's like, I love Katie, but she played like a few sports, but that wasn't like her thing. It was never her thing in her family, like go play sports. Mine was the complete opposite. It's like, you're playing sports when you come out of the womb. So it's like, what if our kids don't play sports? And like, that's fine. If they're in band, they're going to be the best fucking tuba player in the world. I don't care, but they're going to be the best at whatever they do. If they're playing video games for a living, I don't care. They're going to be the best video gamer. Like, it doesn't matter. If they're a writer, they're going to be the best writer. They're going to be the best at whatever they do. Cause like, there's no point in being half-ass at it. Like, why would you do it to not be the best? And that's something that's always stuck with me. And my dad always emphasized that to me. It was like, don't just do it just to do it. Like, do it to be the best. And I think that's why I'm like, I got to where I'm at now, is because I wanted to be at this position. Like, I wanted the spot. And it's like, okay, I'm going to go fucking intern for a year in Minnesota and make no money. I'm going to go to Florida, make $1,000 a month. I'm going to go to Newman in the middle of Kansas. Like, I'm going to go do those things, because I want to get to here. And I think that's always sat in my head, is like, just go through the shitty parts now, let it suck now so it doesn't suck later. So
Well said.
that's gonna be my mindset. And I know Katie's not gonna love it at first, but why do what you want to do if you're not gonna be the best at it? Or why not try to be the best?
I have a feeling all our parents were like that. Just telling us to, whatever we do, whatever we choose, you give it your all. That's how my dad was. 100% effort. Do the best you can. That's all that matters. The result doesn't matter. It's your effort. It's what you put into it. What matters.
I think kids growing up nowadays, like, they're just so caught up into trying to impress and look good to other people, right? They're not worried about, how can I improve myself? They worry about, how can I appear successful, rich, athletic, whatever it is. So I think what really stems down to it is they're just afraid to fail. And that's why they don't have that mindset to, hey, I don't care what the result is. Like, I'm just going to be my best at whatever it is I'm doing. And then, hey, so
I'm actually thankful that we didn't grow up in an era where everything we did was about posting,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love my social media.
I think we're the last era of that.
I love news and being in the know,
Mhm.
but there was a time where we grew up where we just worked and we didn't have to tell people about it.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that. Like, I feel like I would struggle in today's world growing up. If I was 15 right now, I would not be good with that.
Yeah. I mean, almost look at strength and conditioning. Strength and conditioning is almost in that way now. It's like, if you're in this field, to me, it seems like the only way to get recognition is to be posting on social media, That's the only way to get known, like coach of the year, things like that. Like, it's, if
you need a following, you need to be posting on Twitter, you need to be showing your videos, but like
a lot of the speakers and stuff like that, like, they have huge social media followings. Cause like, when I know a lot of great coaches and nobody's coming asking them for, speakers, but they're not known because they're not putting themselves, that's just not what they do.
And you know what? They don't care.
Yeah.
They're still grinding in silence, and
yeah, absolutely.
they're doing well. And there's a reason that they have the success they do.
And I was gonna say, like, we post all the time, like our own lifting videos or whatever we got going on. Like we do our own posts, but like knowing this group right here, like we do put in our work that is necessary to be successful at what we do.
Yeah,
I
but I
would
don't.
say,
Go ahead.
we don't even post that much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like compared to some of these people, we work hard. I would say all of us do in our jobs. We've gotten to where we are. We put so much into our work that we also struggle to post because we're
Mhm.
so focused on our actual work. Like I can guarantee all 5 of us go in our work day and we are not worried about getting the right video of an exercise to post today. You know, like that's not what we're going for. We're going to help those athletes, and we all struggle with that. And I think that's why we struggle to post as our PPM, just because we're just focused on the job at hand and not sharing it.
I hate
Um,
posting myself lift, dude. I hate it. Absolutely
Yeah.
hate it. Cause like for me, that's my time to just like not think about anything. And the last thing I want to think about is like, okay, what's the best angle for this exercise? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I hate it. And I
Trying to
think
set up the camera.
I know, and I think people on our like in our group, you know, people in the herd, I think do it way better than me. Like I think some of you guys do a fantastic job at that. And you know, I'm more of a guy. I'd rather be the behind the scenes, like do the podcast kind of stuff. Like I hate like setting up my phone in the weight room and being like, oh, dude, watch me crush these triceps. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my goal is to like get better at it for sure. Like I want to do some more stuff like the Olympic lifts and things like that. But God, I hate it, dude. I don't hate like having to do it. I just hate doing it. Like I don't know how if that makes sense, but
That
Yeah.
makes
No, it does.
That makes sense. So let me kind of branch off that, because like that was an awesome discussion, right? And we definitely share all of the same kind of like principles and stuff like that. What are some things that you see, you know, now that you're coaching, and you know, we always say like, oh, kids nowadays are like little assholes or whatever, that you think parenting styles should be brought back, like some things that you were parented with or raised with that should be emphasized nowadays to make more kids. Because like we had a great conversation. Allie and I had a great conversation the other day in the car where we were like,
Who's Allie?
so and so such a great kid. Oh, Hank, yeah.
Okay.
Like so and so such a great kid. This athlete at Nichols, and I literally said like, it's funny how we have to say like he's such a great kid, like when that should just be the norm, you know. And then it's like most of the time you're like, damn, like that person's such a pain in the ass. So what are some parenting styles that you think should come back?
Well,
I think-
I had one quick off the top of my head. It's just like I think one thing that my parents always brought me up to be is grateful for the things I have or what people do for me. And we don't get into this field for gratitude. Like we don't need to hear that we're doing a good job, but it is nice. And every random moment that an athlete says thank you, or that they go out of their way to show appreciation, like that doesn't just make our day, it makes our whole week. You know what I'm saying? Like just because like we don't necessarily get it all the time, whether it's from like higher ups or things like that, but like we're not doing it for that. But damn, is it nice to feel like the work that we're putting in, the people are grateful for. So it goes along with like the entitlement of, I think I just deserve this because I'm at, you know, such and such university. I deserve this. I should have this. And there's not enough like just being grateful for what you already have.
Yeah.
That's about, yeah.
You
I-
you know you're doing something right, right?
Yeah.
Like, go in, like
Mhm.
everyone says there's a million ways to do this. And then when you hear that one little thing, you're like, damn, I'm doing something right. Like,
Right.
I think it's tough though, because you know, it might not come down to parenting, it might come down to the life that they have or things like that, you know, something that's gone on beyond it. And I think that also makes it tough, you know, like you don't know what's going on in people's lives. And I think that also makes it incredibly hard, just like
Oh yeah.
to think like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of times it is parenting, you know, they've always been told like, hey, you know, you deserve this, you deserve that, you're the best, here's this, here's that. And they've gotten a lot of shit handed to them when it comes down to the time to, hey, and this kind of plays into it too, is like all these kids come from a club or a school where they're the best, especially at, you know, at this level. It's like everybody's good. And they get here, it's like, oh shit, everybody's good, if not better than me. So all of a sudden, I'm not the best one here, and I'm not, you know, top dog. I'm not, everybody's not just giving it to me like, here's this, here's that. It's like, oh shit, I have to compete. I think sometimes that puts them in, you know, you either sink or swim at that point. And I think a lot of the times, a lot more people sink than they do swim. And then they don't know how to handle it. And I think they become cancers. And that's like stuff that happens all the time in teams. And it's always like, okay, now where do they go from here? You either leave or, you be told to leave. And I think that's something interesting too. But like I think parenting is a huge thing, but also like there's so many factors where it's like, what was their home life like? What's going on outside of school? What's going on outside of sport and things like that too. I think
that's important to keep in
Factor,
mind. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think one thing, like what you're kind of getting at, it sounds like it's just being humble, like
Yeah.
learning how to be humble, learning how to handle that.
Mhm.
That's 100% true.
For sure. Dang. That was a good one, Coach Roth. Good way to start off 2023, dude. Solid,
I used to
solid.
suck at thought of the day. Let's go.
All right. JD, you got a thought of the day?
Oh boy, I'm glad I wasn't first. Yeah. I don't even want to follow that one up with this. But I was thinking, here we go. What would be the ultimate animal? Like something that could fly, swim, and run or walk, right?
Yeah.
That would be like an ultimate animal.
So a human.
So a duck is the ultimate animal, right?
No, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it can fly, it can swim,
It
and it
walk
can run.
and run.
It's the only
Well,
animal that can.
I would think
Like,
it would have
no
to like
other animals can do that.
defend itself though.
It fly.
Bro, you can't tell me there's not animals out here eating ducks, bro.
an eagle would destroy a duck.
Yeah, dude, come
Absolutely.
on. You couldn't come up with a better bird?
No other birds swim.
Or no,
though.
can he?
The
Eagles
ducks
swim?
can go
Eagles-
underwater.
Eagles can
Eagles?
swim.
Eagles can swim,
Yeah,
or at
I'm
least
sure
They literally hunt fish out of the river.
I mean, at least
They're
Yeah,
fine.
but
like
they
a
just
loon.
dive down.
Even a
But
loon
they,
would be
they can't
cool.
just
Yeah.
like hang out in the water all day.
You could
Bro,
you could have
think about-
picked an apex predator.
Think about the ducks though that be sitting on the water and the alligator comes up and just eats them.
Well, they should just fly away.
Okay, so
They
I mean,
should,
they
but they
can.
don't.
They got the air.
They don't though. They really
feel like
don't.
in-
They have
Intelligence has to be
every
in there, too.
means to get away.
Watch Animal Planet. Your eyes will be open.
hey, so with ducks, I don't, anyone been duck hunting?
Yes.
I tagged along with family recently duck hunting, and like there's just chilling on the water, like literally 10 feet in front of us. And we popped, well, not we, I didn't do it, but everyone popped out to go hunt the duck. And like the duck's looking at us and it's like, "What's up, dudes?" And then it just pops, "See you later." Like they
Bro.
must have the lowest attention span.
So JD, if you were reincarnated and you could choose a duck or an eagle, what are you doing?
You're choosing duck, bro?
No. Probably not. No.
If you're gonna make a
mean-
bold assumption,
You just got to think
Mosquito-
about the
mosquito
duck's the
does
only
that
one
too.
that can do all three.
Mosquito.
Oh,
They can swim.
bro.
dead,
They're missing the brain. but-
done,
What?
done. All right, moving on.
Coach Bondo.
Watching this this college national championship the other day.
Yeah.
First of
Oh.
all, it was rough. It
was tough, dude. It was
not a
tough.
good time. Not a good
It's
time.
tough.
Saw a video of my former boss, who's now at University of Tennessee, discussing how he thinks it should be the SEC, the top 4 teams from the SEC makes it.
Coach Heupel?
Coach Hype.
He's your former boss?
Yeah, he was at UCF when I was there.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I saw that. That was with Bussin. He said,
Yeah.
they said, what should the playoff be? He's like, take the top 4 SEC teams.
Take the top 4, and they were like, "No way!" And he was
And
like,
he's
"Hey,
like 100%. He's like, tell me I'm
prove
wrong.
Like, prove me wrong." Like,
Yeah.
okay, Ohio State, they've won how many national championships?
They just lost to TCU.
I know,
Or
but
they
like,
just lost to Georgia. they
yeah, but
lost.
like how many in the last decade? One.
Okay, but
One.
last-
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
take the top 4 teams from. Like, I'm all for it. Now, what if we do like a separate
But
championship for everyone else?
I know it shit's crazy though, but Ohio State game comes down to one play.
Ohio
Michigan
State's in it.
Yeah,
Puts up a
Michigan
better
State
fight.
has won 25 natties.
Michigan comes down to one play. Like both those games could be completely different. Our national
Hey.
championship could have been Ohio State, Michigan.
Ohio State, Michigan would have been great.
But then you also look at it like, okay, USC was almost in the playoff, right? They got beat by Tulsa. You know what I'm
Alabama
saying?
was right there.
Bro, Alabama was them saying that they should. Oh, dude, that's a whole nother. Don't get me started.
Yeah.
Fuck Alabama. But I'm saying like you could widen this bracket. Anything can happen because those games could have been Tulsa beating USC is huge. Like that's wild. Utah losing. Utah could have been a top 4 team. Like if they
Are you talking about
they beat
Tulane?
Florida. Tulane, sorry, Tulane, not Tulsa.
Tulane.
Put some respect on the future.
Tulane.
Yeah, yeah.
How about that
Tulane.
come up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They went from what 2-11 to 11-2 in one season. It's crazy. It's like the biggest turnaround in college sports. Yeah, it's insane. But I'm saying like I feel like you can't just have that because anything like that could happen. Anything.
I know. I'm just over these.
Kent State almost beat Georgia at the beginning of
Blowout.
the year.
Yeah, but when it comes down to national championship games, recently there's been a little bit more blowouts than.
And y'all saw
Good
Georgia's schedule for next year?
Oh, it's
Jeez.
trash, dude.
Cupcake.
Trash.
If we could bet on sports, which we can't,
I can.
Georgia might be an early favorite.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I see what you're saying, but you just can't.
But in
I
theory,
honestly think the Ohio
make
State
more
Georgia
sense.
game was the national title right there.
Oh,
I think that's
100%.
1 and 2 right there.
Yeah. Well, then you also look at the Big Ten. The Big Ten title game is Ohio State, Michigan. And that wasn't even
Yeah.
the Big Ten. Big Ten title was who? Was it Purdue?
Purdue
Mhm.
and Michigan.
Purdue.
Yeah, it's because Michigan and Ohio State are in the same.
I know, but that's the
division
real
of it.
Big Ten title game.
So
And
we
it's
we
like,
restructure
yeah.
that.
It will
Right,
maybe
yeah.
when we get more teams in the Big Ten. Could be a Northeast, Southwest.
Yeah, we'll have to go
Good
to
question.
California twice a
When
year.
when is PJ Fleck gonna get a natty? Adam, have you heard?
I'm punting on this question.
He can't talk about it.
No, I'm not talking.
What about Green
Uh,
Bay? They win in Super Bowl this year.
Hold on. We're not there yet. We're
Green
not,
We're not
Bay?
there.
we're not there
No.
yet.
Come on,
Coach
now.
Coach Adam,
I'm gonna
what's your thought of the day?
I'm gonna keep it simple so I can rip the band-aid off and get to this Green Bay segment. But I guess my thought of the day goes back to kind of what we were talking about with our programs. But if something's bothering you and the shit you're doing isn't working, like get uncomfortable, figure out what you have to do to either train pain-free or just figure out what works for your body best. Because at the end of the day, like swallow your pride. You don't have to be the best squatter. You don't have to be the best bencher. There's always other ways, but as long as you're doing something and being consistent, you're going to make progress. So I guess my thought of the day is like, that's a big lesson I'm learning is just because I've high bar back squatted my whole life and that's what I love to do. If it's not working for me, I need to go away from it until, and figure out what is working for me. So.
Facts. I agree with that. Mine's completely I don't know, way different. Are you guys music people? You guys music people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like listen to music. Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah. So some people I want to suggest to the group, some music guys. Coulter
No free
Wall.
shout-outs.
Yeah, no free shout outs. But Coulter
Wall.
Wall. You like Coulter
Yeah.
Wall? I highly suggest Coulter Wall. Let's see who else I got here. If you have not listened to Zach Bryan's live album from Red Rocks all the way through, highly suggest it.
Absolutely love that shit.
Katie was
Love it.
there.
Really
Dude, in the snow, pregnant. She said it was epic.
big fan.
Let's see who else I got here. Oh, what's his name? Benjamin Todd. If you like good, like depressing kind of country, Benjamin Todd is fantastic. I can't suggest him enough. Oh, see, I had a whole list here. Oh, the Ghost of Paul Revere. Big fan. The song with Coulter Wall and Tyler Childers, Fraulein, is one of my favorite songs of all time. I think those two together is amazing. I'm really trying to dive into more of Tyler Childers' new album. Turnpike Troubadours. I feel like if you're in this music, you know who they are. But yeah, that's been my music recently. It's just like that good, sad country. Been a big fan. What's up, Ruff?
I might have just farted. Sorry, continue. Fast.
Yeah, but if you need music suggestions, I have tons. Also, rap music, I have a new guy I need you guys to listen to. Especially if you just need some good like workout music. Let me find it right here. Jump back in.
Mill?
Big X the Plug. Fire. Absolute fire. Okay.
Is it the or
Is this
the?
safe for work or not safe for work?
Probably not safe for work. I think he
Okay.
has, you can find him on Pandora for clear. Like
Big X.
Pandora?
big
Is it the or duh?
THA. That.
Oh,
Big X the
The.
Plug. He's from Texas. Listen to his song Texas. It's fire. Any of his top 5 songs are fire, but go listen to him. Great for like you got headphones in, getting going in the weight room. Super good. Okay. Thoughts of the days. We're clear. We're good. Everybody got theirs in? Yeah. All right.
Should I redo
All
mine?
right. No, you're a duck. Uh,
Not only is the breath belt the fastest way to teach diaphragmatic breathing, but now it has become widely used by athletes all over the world. Wearing the breath belt before, during, and after exercise has drastically improved warm-ups, training, and recovery sessions. If you're looking to improve your diaphragmatic breathing and your overall well-being, go to everybreathstronger.com and order your breath belt today.
but all right, we're gonna talk playoff picture. I'm gonna give you guys the matchup. I'm gonna give you guys the point spread, and you have to pick what team you think will win. We go with that?
Are you gonna
Yes,
write
sir.
this down so that we can actually like track this through the playoffs?
Yeah. I'll write them down.
Let's go.
All right, so we'll go.
Love the bits. Let's do it.
Okay. Seahawks 49ers. 49ers are favored by 10. And we are not betting, just to be clear, we are not a betting podcast. We are not betting. We don't bet. We're
I
very
can't bet.
smart and we're not
We
allowed
don't
to
bet.
bet. So we do
I don't
not
even have
bet
money to bet.
sports. Nope, we are broke. So we can't even do it anyways.
what's money? What's money?
Adam, Fondo, JD, rough. Okay. Adam, who
wrap
you
it-
got?
yep.
Seahawks 49ers. 10 points to the 49ers.
Yeah, I think 49ers got way more weapons, and I don't believe the Geno Smith hype. So 49ers.
Bondo,
Niners.
JD.
It hurts to say it, but
Bro, you were just hyping up the Hawks, and you're gonna.
I
pick the
know. It
49ers?
hurts to say, but I'm gonna be honest. Like the 49ers, they are elite this year.
Coach Ruff.
And all we got is Seahawks or Geno Smith. So I
Geno
mean,
Smith.
DK is pretty good, but I'm gonna go 49ers, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the 49ers.
All right,
That's
I'm
like automatic.
gonna say 49ers too. Niners beat the Seahawks 27-7 this year in week 2.
Yeah.
All right, next game. Chargers and Jags. Adam.
I got the Jags. I watched them last
hold
week.
on,
I thought
sorry. Jags
say,
are plus 1.5. So
Yeah.
Chargers are favored 1.5.
Yeah, I mean, I think it will be a close game, but I like how the Jaguars are playing right now. I think they've had a hell of a second half of the season, so I got Jags.
Jags are at home also. Vondo.
To be honest, I've not watched a single game of those two teams at all this year. So I'm gonna go Chargers favorite.
Week 3, Jaguars destroyed the Chargers 38-10. Just throwing that out there.
I'm going with San Diego.
Chargers. JD?
I think this is a tough one because both these teams have had really good back half of the season. But I think I'm gonna go Chargers on this one.
Ruff?
Yeah, Hank just brought up a really good point. I was gonna say Chargers, but then she also said when those two teams played, I'm pretty sure all their wide receivers were injured. And plus, you now have a team that said we just got our ass kicked. We're gonna go and actually dominate. I think Austin Eckler's a better running back. So yeah, Chargers.
I'm going to take the really hot hand right now in the Jags and Trevor Lawrence. I think they're onto something. They're at home. I think they're hungry. They're champs of their conference. I think they're going to want it. So I'm
And
gonna,
Urban Meyer's in coaching the Jags. So we
Yeah,
gotta keep
yeah.
that in mind.
I'm going Jags. All right. Next game, we got the number 7 Dolphins at the number 2 Bills. Bills are 10-point favorites at home.
As they should. I'll take the Bills. No explanation needed.
Is this going to be a consensus here?
Yep.
Or are
Yeah.
we going?
Gotta go with my guy, Gabe Davis.
Yeah, okay. Bills, everybody.
Yeah, okay, guy.
Big game, biggest game, probably the Super Bowl right here. Giants versus Vikings.
Giants. versus
Adam, who you got? Vikings are a 3-point favorite at home versus the Giants, which they do play inside. Played on the wildest game of season of Christmas Eve. 61-yard field goal in the final play. Adam, do what you know you should do, not what you want to do.
I think in Vikings fashion, it'll be very, very close. But I think the Vikings find a way again.
You're
They didn't find a way against the Packers.
in that first game of the season. They did when they beat the shit out of them. Oh, and we made the playoffs. Where's your Bears?
They're rebuilding.
In the first pick.
I'm not a Bears fan.
Aren't you a Bears fan? What's your team?
No,
You're a
I
Bears.
told you I'm with Adam.
He's a Packer fan.
Oh,
He's
dude,
a
I'm a
that
Packer
Packer fan.
sucks. That's
Yeah.
I know.
gross, bro. Damn. They should be
Yeah.
better off being a Bears fan. At least you get the first pick. Vonda, who
We
you got?
New York.
Ooh.
Sheesh.
Ooh. JD.
Vikings.
Nice.
Oh,
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, rough. I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Vikes
Yeah.
all the
Down for
way.
Giants.
Yeah, I do want to say though, really quick, because this game was 1, crazy, and 2,
Mhm.
Allie's sister and brother-in-law are Giants fans. They live in New York. We're there Christmas Eve. Obviously, that game was crazy. They still let us stay
Insane.
at their house, and we're actually going to be together again
Oh,
for the
let's go.
rematch, for playoffs, and we're going to win again. And it's going to be pretty disrespectful. I hope they still enjoy my presence after we beat them 2 times.
Absolutely, dude. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait.
You're not
Can't
getting
wait.
invited back to Christmas.
All right, next game we got the Ravens at the Bengals. Bengals are favored 6.5 points. It's not clear if Lamar Jackson is going to play. It'll be his first game in 6 weeks. If he does, Lamar Jackson did lead the Ravens to a 19-17 win over the Bengals in week 5, but the Bengals got the revenge with the 27-16 win in week 18 to get the split of the season. Again, Ravens at Bengals. Bengals are favored 6.5.
I had Lamar Jackson in my fantasy league. Went off the first few weeks of the year. Got hurt. If he's not playing, I'm going with Cincy.
Okay, but you have to decide now.
I'm saying
Cincy?
Cincy. Yeah.
Is it okay? You can't change.
Going Cincy.
Adam?
As the fantasy football champion in my league, I'm gonna have to go with Joe Burrow. I know what I'm talking about.
JD?
Same thing. Cincy.
Yep,
Coach Ruff,
Bengals.
Cincy?
Bengals, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the same. Joe Burrow all the way. Everybody's always doubted him. All right, next game. We got an exciting one here, boys. We got the
The boys.
Cowboys versus the Bucks. Let's see what we got. Cowboys are favored by 3. It is at Tampa Bay. They're gonna have to do something they've never done, is that's beat Tom Brady. They're 0-7 all time against Tom Brady, where they had a week 1 loss where Tampa Bay topped Dallas 19-3. I don't think Dak was playing, right? Was he playing at the time? I
Week
don't know.
3, no.
I don't know if Dak's really the thing that's gonna make or break him, but
Is Tony
Uh,
Pollard playing?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
I don't think it matters.
He should be. I don't think he got hurt.
All right, who we got, Adam?
I got Dallas. They're the highest scoring offense in the league.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
At least they were.
Bondo?
Going Tampa Bay.
TV.
Pat O'Connor shout out. No free shout outs. St. Rita grad. Go Mustangs.
JD.
I gotta go Bucks.
TB. Coach Ruff?
Yeah, I think you got to run into Tom Brady in the playoffs. It's not a good solution or situation. So Bucks, yeah. And I also just hate the Cowboys. I think Dak is just soft. So
And their Bucks tight end, I heard, is pretty good.
Yo,
yeah.
Minnesota guy, huh?
Yeah.
Minnesota guy.
Minnesota.
Dang. Try to get him on the pod. Adam.
After they win the Super Bowl.
After
we'll
they
get 'em
win the
on here.
Super Bowl. Yeah. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay. Tom Brady's got nothing to lose, no wife. I mean, he's got lots of free time now, so
Cold.
I think he's locked in. Tom Brady all the way. They've been there before. They understand what it takes. I think they can get that at least this game done. Yeah. But did you guys see that if the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs make it to the championship for the division conference championship, whatever it is, if it's 1 versus 2 in the semifinals or whatever, the AFC championship, they have to play a neutral site.
Hmm.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to play neutral because of the Bills Bengals game, how it got canceled. They're down a game. So it's not fair that they couldn't get the opportunity to try and get the first seed. So they'll play at a neutral site. They haven't said what it would be, but they'll play at a neutral site.
What are the team? Buffalo and
Buffalo and
Kansas City.
Kansas
I
City.
think if Buffalo would have won, I think they would have won the first seed. I'm not positive on that, but I think that's what it comes down to, or they would have tied, or I don't know what it was, but since they weren't able to,
They're gonna play a shitty game in Soldier Field.
no, bro, they got to go play in somewhere like absurd, like fucking
Play in Minnesota. They got a dome.
Amarillo,
I was
Texas.
gonna
or
say put him in
something.
Lambeau because it's historic and it's a big matchup.
Historic.
Yeah, but it's close to Minnesota. Like you got to play something. You got to go to like California, dude. Something just absolutely just out of pocket. Go to like SoFi Stadium. Can't even tailgate. Nobody's gonna
Play in Europe. Make it a
Yeah, dude.
global game.
You have to go to Mexico. All right. I'll keep those and I'll save those, and we'll just keep doing it for every week, and we can just
Yeah.
follow it up
Let's do it.
and see
Keep
who
our
did good.
record for us too.
Yeah, see who did bad. I mean, it's all pretty. The Jags Chargers one's the most. I think the one that has the most shakeup. Everything else is pretty safe.
Someone said Giants, I think.
Yeah, some
That was about one.
Giants. Jeez. We'll finish the pod here. So our challenge of the monthly challenge, or what did I call it? Yeah, the monthly challenge. The kettlebell swings that I talked about are a workout. So your goal is to do 50 kettlebell swings unbroken with the heaviest possible kettlebell you can do every day. It gets to you a little bit, but your goal is to go as heavy as possible.
What if you have a 50-pound max kettlebell?
Then do 50.
You gotta talk to your AD.
Try and
You don't
do
have
like
budget.
try and do more reps.
I've asked for too much.
Try and do more reps or something. But if you can go heavier kettlebells, try and go heavier. Once you get to the heaviest kettlebell possible, you add more reps. But your goal is to go unbroken and challenge it. So try and do that every day. It's great, man. It's the
Every day
best
of the
way.
month, right?
Yep, best way to finish the workout. You can start your workout with it, you can finish it. I like to finish the workout with it, but highly suggest. But that's the monthly challenge. So all 5 of us, we're gonna do it every day for the month. Should we just post on the story?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Post on the
Oh,
story,
yeah.
like either doing it or when you finish.
Yep.
Alright.
It's your 50.
That means you,
I'm gonna-
Han.
Yeah. I'll have to take a kettlebell with me to Wichita this weekend, but
I got a kettlebell at home here for sure.
yeah.
I'm gonna put a little whiteboard.
I'm gonna just
chart,
have to use my
mark it off.
backpack in Florida this weekend.
Yeah, I have to
Find
figure
a
something
way.
out. Yeah, get it done. But that's
Figure
that's
it out.
that's first pod of 2023. Hang with the Herd season 2. Like I said before, if you didn't check us out on YouTube, go check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube. That's huge for us. Please subscribe, please like, please share. Big 2 things are subscribe and like. That'd be huge for us. We greatly appreciate it. And word of mouth is huge. Make sure you go check out our merch. We got things in store for that. Make sure you go check out our programs. We got rehab, prehab programs on there also. And our goal is to release a few programs here coming up. So make sure you go check all those out. Make sure you check out the breath belt. The breath belt is a phenomenal tool for lifting. It's not a weight belt. It's way different. You know, it helps you with your diaphragmatic breathing. It helps you feel more engaged throughout your whole diaphragm core area. Like I said, it's not a weightlifting belt. It doesn't just support your back and lock you in. You know, it really makes you use the proper breathing patterns, you know, makes you feel like you're doing the lift right. We all suggest the breath belt. We can answer questions on it for you, but go check out the breath belt on Instagram. You can go to breathbelt.com, whatever it is. You can go through our Instagram, but make sure you go check out the breath belt. Any last thoughts, boys?
Glad to be
Good
back.
to be back.
Great to be
Mhm,
back.
mhm.
It's
All
been
right.
too long.
Yes, sir.